Yo, what is up, guys? So there's this clip of Joe Rogan that's been getting a lot of mileage, being presented as Rogan turns on Trump. Little comment about the deportations, and you're about to see me drill down a little bit on this. And we watched a couple minutes before that clip and a couple minutes after, so we could see that statement in context. And then I'm gonna bring it all together and give you a much more true and robust vision of what this looks like. There's been a lot of talk about Democrats needing to find a Joe Rogan on the left. And after you see this, you're probably gonna be thinking the same thing I was thinking, which is, I don't think we need a Joe Rogan at all. Now, I'm gonna warn you, I get a little heated in this, so get ready. It's gonna be rough and tumble. And for the sake of continuity, the couple of minutes before, which will get referenced in the piece, I put that at the end of the video because I felt like it was important to provide the receipts so you can really see what led into this commentary. Again, I wanna thank you guys for the support. We got a lot of work ahead of us, but I appreciate you guys being here. Let's get into it.
Bro, these ICE raids are fucking nuts, man. Watching this protest on television, it's like,
Do you think the raids are nuts?
all of it's
yeah.
nuts.
I think both sides are taking it a little too hard.
Well,
dude, both sides are taking it a little too hard. No, they're not. Okay, let's just be very clear with the amount of masked individuals with no license plates that we don't even know if they're fucking cops coming around and fucking terrorizing people and disappearing them. We should, as a society, be smashing out the windows in every fucking government building in this country. We should be burning all those buildings to the ground. Every ICE detention center should be a pile of fucking rubble. If we were fucking humane and a decent fucking country, we would do that, because that shit is bullshit. Okay? You want to fucking do something about immigration? Get some judges. Pass some laws, move people through the system with humanity and grace, okay? But this idea that, protesting this, you're taking it too far, we're not taking it far enough.
I don't think if the Trump administration, if they're running and they said, we're going to go to Home Depot and we're going to arrest all the people at Home Depot, we're going to go to construction sites and we're going to just like tackle people at constructions, I don't think anybody would have signed up for that. They said, we're going to get rid of the criminals and the gang members first.
Hold on, though. Hold on. I know he said they were getting rid of the criminals and the gang members, but can we just look at something real quick? Because look at this shit, okay? Look at this shit, Joe Rogan. Look at that. What do you see there, Joe Rogan? You see a bunch of white people who live in white towns carrying signs, waving them around that said mass deportation now. Okay? So what does mass deportation mean? We knew, we had the data that there weren't a lot of criminals. Okay? This was available fucking data, Joe Rogan. You fucking clown. We told you about this data. We had fucking politicians and spokespeople and fucking celebrities. Everybody was given voice to this about Donald Trump being a fucking liar. And you knew he was a liar. He said sex change operations were happening in school, which has happened exactly 0 fucking times in the history of the planet. So now, though, you want to ride some wave of like, oh man, it's like, this is what you voted for. This is what you helped win. You, Joe Rogan, and Theo Vaughn, and Aiden Ross, and Logan and Jake Paul, and Andrew fucking Tate stands. You fucking manosphere clowns. Okay, you rich prick assholes. The Nelk boys. Yeah, all of you guys fucking brought this on. You don't get to fucking complain now about like, oh man, now you're like, wow, this is a little harsh. He wouldn't have won if he had said this. He goddamn used Hitler's words. He said they were vermin, poisoning the blood. He said all immigrants were rapists. Like, goddamn, dude, Joe Rogan, fuck you. I don't even care if Joe Rogan says, oh man, we gotta fucking, it's like, fuck you. Dude, Joe Rogan. I want to see him so I can go right up to his face and be like, Joe, fuck you, bro. You helped do this. You don't get to now like, I can't believe this is happening. And anybody who wants to get on the Rogan train, like, fuck you too. This shit pisses me off, bro. All right. Hold on, we're back. We're going back. They knew what was up.
Right. I don't think if the Trump administration, if they're running and they said, we're going to go to Home Depot and we're going to arrest all the people at Home Depot, we're going to go to construction sites and we're going to just like tackle people at constructions. I don't think anybody would have signed up for that. They said, we're going to get rid of the criminals and the gang members first.
Dude, he's wearing a Black Rifle Coffee t-shirt while he says this shit, bro.
Right. And now we're seeing like Home Depots get raided. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then you've got this big protest that's scheduled for the 14th that's literally funded by the lady who owns Walmart.
To protest.
The protest, it's like No Kings. It's like a No Kings protest. It's happening all across the country.
Yeah, like criminals and rapists and, obviously, but then they go to like a college campus and there's some kid about to graduate. They're like, no, you're out. It's fucked up.
Rapists, criminals, slow delivery people.
Dude, yeah, although, hey, if you got rid of rapists and criminals, like, you would start with Donald Trump. Isn't that funny? How the rapist criminals that are immigrants are, like, bad, but the rapist criminal they were stumping for, the best friend of fucking Jeffrey Epstein, like, goddamn, bro.
Ones that can't dance or play the flamenco guitar. I've got a list. I think it's fucking crazy how violent it's gotten. I don't understand.
They're throwing bricks over overpasses.
That's what I mean. But again, I think all these things, 90% of the people that are there are just like, let's rage, motherfucker.
Oh, 100%.
Hold on, let's see. Do we have a picture of Joe Rogan and Trump at UFC? Look at that, dude. Oh, look at those guys. Look at them. Dude, they're embracing, right? Yeah, he's like, oh, man, right? Trumpy is like, thank you so much for helping me win this election, Joe Rogan. Thank you so much. You're my favorite, like, 5'2" fucking wealthy guy that's going to help sell me as a harmless entity to young men. You're probably going to help sell him to some young Hispanic men who are maybe sitting in detention centers right now in Louisiana. Like, fucking A, bro. It's the clownery, dude. The clownery is so crazy.
Also, there's people that are saying they're being paid to protest.
Yeah, they're saying they're...
That's always the bricks. The piles of bricks are showing up. Like, there's construction sites around the city.
No. That was weird, dude. I was in the city during that time. You were too, during the pandemic. No, those bricks were just fucking out there.
I lived on a police block. I was barricaded in with them.
Yeah.
And I felt bad for the black cops.
No, one day there was no
yelling
bricks.
at the black cops, and the black cops were like, sorry, man. And I'd have my hand on his shoulder, like, you're going to be all right.
Did you see the video of the cops getting the rocks thrown at them from the overpass?
Yeah. It's crazy. They had to hide under the overpass.
So they're throwing them at the cops. I mean, you're 100% possibly killing somebody.
Yeah, it's attempted murder.
Dude, they didn't fucking kill anybody. They were mostly throwing them at the fucking cars. But, I'm not condoning throwing cinder blocks at the police. I'm not. But, dude, the cops are being pretty fucking abusive. Like, what are we supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we supposed to do? It's funny because he's talking about the raids on Home Depot, and then the thing that's eliciting the most fucking, oh man, they're throwing cinder blocks at cops. But that was one instance. That's the only instance we've seen of the police getting remotely harmed. But we've seen them shooting reporters, shooting women point blank, shooting women in the head, and refusing to fucking call the ambulance. We've seen the cops tackling people, young girls as young as 16. They have arrested and deported kids with brain cancer. They've taken mothers away from their babies while they're breastfeeding. But no, they're like, the one instance in the whole country of some cops getting cinder blocks thrown at them. Like, yeah, let's focus on that. Let's not focus on the thousands of people getting harmed by the cops, okay? we're literally just going to focus on the one set of cops that got some bricks tossed at them, you know, and they had riot gear on, by the way, too. And they could have just stayed under the underpass and nobody would have thrown shit at them, right? Like, just stay under the underpass. If they're throwing bricks off the overpass at your car, it's real simple. The math on that, stay under the underpass, call for backup. There you go. Problem solved. Okay. I mean, dude, is it rocket science to not go out? Like, oh yeah, let me go out there and take my riot gear off right where they're throwing the cinder blocks. Yeah, that's really smart, dude. Hey, what are you going to do today? I'm going to walk out in the minefield and do some TikTok dances. Like, bro, you know? I mean, dude, okay. Well, if you lose a leg, I might come back later and say that was not a smart choice, you know?
Fucking cinder block brick onto someone's head from an overpass, they're probably dead. It's a good chance.
100%.
Good fucking chance,
I mean,
man.
if Lord of
And
the
they're
Flies taught us anything, that's how Piggy died.
But this, the thing is,
That's
this
who I
kinda-
related to.
This kind of shit can escalate.
I'm thinking of The Good Son, where they pushed the dummy off the overpass.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Make them think they killed somebody. It's pretty wild what's going on. But I mean, I don't know, like I said, everybody running out of like Louis Vuitton with a bunch of like shirts and shit.
You seeing that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's happening too?
Yeah.
Oh, they're
yeah.
looting, yeah.
Yeah, but the looters, though, don't have anything to do with this. All right. Looters are just like criminals taking advantage of the situation. All right. Anytime there's a civil unrest or a natural disaster or whatever, there's going to be looters, but that's like a separate thing, right? If you want to get rid of looters, we got to elevate the, you know, the lower rungs of society. We need more education and less poverty, and there will be less looting. I mean, dude, again, we have the data, you know, and yes, gang members. I mean, to be honest, guys, if you want to get real honest, if we want to look at the looting and the smash and grab, those big fucking robberies, you know why that shit exists? It's because of the goddamn internet, guys. It's because you can smash and grab a bunch of purses and then you can sell them on Amazon. You can sell them in Etsy stores. You can sell them on eBay, okay? That is why there is smash and grab crimes like that. It's not because of the laws. It's not because of Democrats. It's because of the goddamn internet market. The same reason that crypto is used for money laundering. It's like literally the advent of those pop-up shops online where there's no stock tracing or anything like that. That is like the criminal element moved to that. Okay, before the internet, they would be stealing shit that they could move, right? If you went way back 50, 60 years, the time that the MAGA people want to go back to, they were stealing cigarette trucks. The mobsters were taking cigarette delivery trucks and they were stealing them and then selling those cigarettes on the black market. And so now the smash and grab is like fueling internet stores, you know? And so, I mean, dude, it's like, we just don't think about like cause and effect.
Oh, they're looting. I didn't know they were looting too.
Hardcore. And I said it's funny.
Which, if I was a 19-year-old kid, I would be out there looting, unquestionably.
Well, it's as soon as lawlessness happens, people take advantage. That's always going to be the case, right?
Absolutely.
That's, I think, the whole. It is fun. I mean, like these cops are just standing though, and like just under nonstop graffiti. It's like murder all cops. They're just like sitting there. It's like, and the people are. Some people try to talk reason to them, to the cops. Like, why don't you do the right thing and not shoot me with a rubber bullet? It's like,
well, you know what the problem is? The problem is there's cops that just shoot people with rubber bullets for no reason.
yeah.
Did you see that lady,
That's
that
what I
Australian
do.
reporter that
Yeah.
got shot? Did you see that video?
No.
It's pretty hilarious.
It's nuts because you see the guy do it. You see the cop. Just look at her while she's talking. She's clearly not a criminal. She's just
it's
reporting the news. And he fucking shoots her in the leg with a rubber bullet.
It's
the
good
legs.
stuff.
Yeah, you know what's funny about this, though, is these guys are acting like they just discovered that cops do this, right? Yeah, I know the guy who thought it was funny. I didn't think it was funny. That shit made me outraged. But these guys are sitting here yucking it up, being like they literally, it's like after Rodney fucking King, after George fucking Floyd, after Breonna Taylor, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking Colin Kaepernick getting hounded for taking a knee. You know, like countless people. There's so many, bro. And they're like, oh, yeah, you know, the problem is some cops will shoot rubber bullets. Like, oh, yeah, I just discovered what the problem is, guys. Dude, these guys are fucking dumb fucks. They are so out of touch, man.
Hilarious.
It's really good stuff.
Let's watch this.
That's funnier than making my producer smell smelling salts.
Dude, it's a real dance bitch moment. Dance bitch.
It's crazy.
Dude, dance bitch, this guy said, right? Like, you see this? Joe Rogan, like, dance bitch. It's a real dance bitch moment, he says, about the woman who gets shot with the rubber bullet. Right? The Democrats say we need a Democrat Joe Rogan. No, we don't. We need no Joe Rogans is what we need. We need the existing Joe Rogan to fucking be gone, dude. Right? Dude, I know. Only shitty people would watch this shit.
I can't believe that he would do this.
This is the chick.
Go full screen, please.
Situation has now rapidly
Watch this. This is nuts.
The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
She's got the shitty Australian accent, though.
Watch this.
Dance bitch.
Dude, dance bitch, right? Like, bro, when I look at this kind of shit and I hear these guys, it's like you say to me, you got to partner up with those guys to win elections. Then I say, you know what? I'm going to lose elections and I'm going to fucking smash windows instead. Okay? I'm going to lose elections and break fucking windows. Seriously. Seriously, given the option between partnering with these guys to win or losing and fucking warring with these guys, it's like I choose the war because I don't want to fucking partner up with human beings like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to partner up with human beings like this. I don't think that's going to have a good outcome ever, you know, because they're just people who laugh at harm, right? They're misogynists. They're racist. Like in a span of 5 minutes, they chuckled about like the N-word and lamented that that word's not coming back. Then they briefly said, oh man, these mass deportations that we knew were happening and that we helped happen. Now I'm really having a conscience about it. But oh my God, the cops are getting hurt. Oh yeah, but the real problem is the cops should shoot people. And yeah, oh, dance, bitch. And like, bro, they don't even see the link between them wanting the N-word to come back and the fact that black men are dying at the hands of the cops that make them laugh when they shoot women with rubber bullets for no reason. Like, seriously, Joe Rogan, Joe Rogan's fan base, Joe Rogan's buddies, Dana White and Logan Paul and all the people that like those motherfuckers, like, f*** you guys. Dude, I don't want their help. I don't want their help. You know what I'm saying? I don't, man. I don't even want to partner with these fucking guys because these guys are grimy, dude. They're grimy, okay? They're not higher mind, boss, okay? They're not.
They just shot a reporter. Like, look, that guy just points and says, fuck this lady.
It's going to be good promotion, though, for her 2,000-person gangbang she's doing on OnlyFans this summer.
Yeah, look at that.
I mean, what is...
Dude, you see that right there? Like, first off, that reporter is not the woman who's sleeping with 2,000 people, but who cares if somebody's sleeping with 2,000 people? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? There are guys, there's a dude called Liver King who eats fucking raw liver and takes steroid, you fucking piece of shit. If a woman wants to sleep with 2,000 men, whoa, that's not dirty. This fucking guy couldn't get laid in a goddamn brothel. Look at him, that ugly motherfucker who likes to say the N-word and shit. He thinks he's all badass. Fucking putting down women. What a fucking piece of shit, bro. This guy. Like 2,000 women wouldn't sleep with him if you gave him all the money in the world. You know? Like, what a fucking douchebag, bro. He takes a reporter getting hit with the bullet and decides to tie her to a woman that's expressing herself sexually in a way that he thinks is like, oh, That's dirty because she has 2,000 partners. But when Wilt Chamberlain had 10,000 partners, he doesn't walk around talking about what a whore Wilt Chamberlain is, right? Like, what a fucking loser, man. You know what I mean? People jump off buildings, okay? People climb Mount Everest. People trying to go to Mars, okay? Extremism is like, it's awesome. It's adventurous. It's pushing the boundaries, pushing the limits. And a woman doing some extremist shit with sex, there's nothing fucking wrong with that. That doesn't make her dirty, doesn't make her less than you just because she doesn't have a fucking hang up about sex, like this guy who goes home and opens up an incognito internet browser and jerks off for 4 hours and then he feels shitty about it. So then he walks around and is like, let me find some women I can abuse because I'm all ashamed of myself because I beat off for a couple hours. It's like, dude, just beat off without being ashamed, you fucking weirdo, right? Pull the fucking stick out of your ugly fucking manosphere fucking weak ass. God damn, bro. Dude, I get heated. Dude, I don't like that shit, bro. All right. Dude, I'm guessing that my video about this is going to be a little different than Brian Tyler Cohen's. Right? I know he's selling it as Joe Rogan is coming around, but dude, Joe Rogan is not coming around. Okay? He's not. And my video, you know what my video is going to be titled tomorrow? It's going to be titled Fuck Joe Rogan. Is what it's going to be titled. Seriously, we don't need any more Joe Rogans. The Joe Rogan we have is one too many. All right, so there you go. I think my messaging is pretty clear where I stand on this. All right, I don't think we need a Joe Rogan on the left. I'll say that again. Now here's that bit that happened right before this, the part that I referenced earlier in the video. I think it's important for you guys to see the emotional tone and the casualness around some of these comments. Because again, I'm not one to judge the value of people. I realize there's a lot of different opinions, a lot of different ways of being, and people have a right to be whoever they are. But what I do want to do is I want to stop pretending that people like Joe Rogan, who will just glom on to whatever vibey ideology is kicking around in order to expand their fan base. We got to stop treating them like they're actually on our side. We got to stop pretending that these guys are more evolved than they actually are. Because it's pretty obvious what they're about, and it's pretty obvious where they stand when it comes to a generalized concept of equity. If you're not one of them, they're not on your side.
Like seeing this fucking weird company for, you know, a 10-minute read, it was like, they really got him to do this, huh?
So strange.
Yeah. Do you try to put a stop to that, or you just like...
You try, but...
The guy who made that said it took 25 minutes.
Wow.
I told a racist street joke on Legion of Skanks 10 years ago. And me saying the N-word has been used in so many memes and little.
But it's so funny because
videos.
black people react to it, and it's such a funny street joke that they can't deny it. It's like an undeniably funny thing. So it's always black people trying to not laugh.
Dude, they're like, great job, Joe. Already, we have some dudes on saying, oh yeah, I did this fucking street joke with the N-word. And like, oh, there's almost like a hint of like solemnness in the guy's voice. That he's bummed that he just can't keep using the N-word. And we know Joe Rogan has been a user of the N-word, right? We know Trump uses the N-word, like, holy shit. You know he does. Dude, they heard it on The Apprentice, but come on, man.
And they say it, and then like, all right, that's pretty good. That's pretty funny.
Pretty great street joke.
Some words are coming back. That one's not one of them.
No.
Bro, these ice raids are fucking nuts, man.
What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.